Did you know Jamaica is about to revolutionize travel on the island after decades without domestic flights? Imagine cutting a 2 to 3 hour road trip to just 25 minutes in the air. Welcome to Wealth Empire. Please subscribe for more update. Today, we're diving deep into a game-changing development for Jamaica, the exciting return of domestic flights starting mid-year 2025. This isn't just about saving time. It's about transforming the way Jamaicans and tourists move across the island. You'll discover which airline is behind this bold comeback, how much it will cost, and why this could spark a whole new era for Jamaica's economy and travel. Stick around. You won't want to miss the full story. And before we start, if faster, smarter travel sounds like your kind of thing, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. For decades, traveling between Jamaica's two major cities, Kingston and Montego Bay, has been a test of patience. Picture yourself on a long drive, squeezed between buses, taxis, and cars, inching along serpentine highways that hug Jamaica's rugged landscape. It's not just the distance, usually 2 to 3 hours. It's the unpredictability. Traffic snarls, sudden weather changes, potholes, and the ever-present risk of delays. This long road trip has been the reality for locals and visitors alike. Despite Jamaica's reputation as one of the Caribbean's premier destinations, domestic air travel within the island has been virtually non-existent for years. You might remember Air Jamaica Express or similar carriers from decades ago that offered flights connecting cities on the island, but those services faded away, leaving ground transport as the only option. Now, a fresh chapter is unfolding. After years of anticipation, domestic flights are returning, promising to cut travel time drastically, improve convenience, and reshape how Jamaicans and tourists experience the island. This revival is spearheaded by Late 2020, a regional airline reborn with new energy and partnerships. It's a move loaded with potential, and the timing couldn't be better. The return of domestic flights. Let's start with the airline making this possible. Late 2020. Many Caribbean travelers know Late from its earlier days as the backbone of regional air travel connecting multiple islands. Founded decades ago, Late has been through a roller coaster ride, facing financial struggles, evolving its fleet, and even pausing operations during the COVID-19 pandemic. But now, with fresh investments from Antigua, Barbuda, and Nigeria, Late 2020 is back and ready to reconnect the Caribbean like never before. Jamaica, one of the region's tourism gems, is a key focus in their relaunch. Starting mid-2025, Late 2020 will operate domestic flights between Kingston's Norman Manley International Airport and Montego Bay's Sangster International Airport 3 times a week, both ways. Imagine boarding a plane in Kingston and landing in Montego Bay just 25 minutes later. That's a massive time saving compared to the hours-long road trip. But what about the cost? A one-way ticket is expected to be around $122 or approximately $20,000 Jamaican. That's notably higher than a bus ticket, which might cost about $4,500 Jamaican. However, for many, the time saved, cutting hours down to mere minutes, makes this a worthwhile investment. Think about business travelers who need to make meetings across the island, or tourists eager to explore both cities without losing half their day to travel. This balance between cost and convenience will be a fascinating dynamic to watch. Will locals adopt the service regularly, or will it remain primarily a tourist luxury? The answer lies in how well Late 2020 delivers on reliability and value. Now that we know the who and what, the bigger question is, why does the return of domestic flights matter so much for Jamaica? Why are domestic flights a game-changer for Jamaica? Imagine you're a business professional. Your day is packed with meetings in Kingston's bustling financial district, but by late afternoon, you need to attend a conference or visit clients in Montego Bay's vibrant tourism hub. Before you'd have to block out most of your day just traveling, juggling the stress of unpredictable traffic and highway hazards. With Late 2020's new flights, that scenario changes dramatically. Instead of hours in a car or bus, you'll be soaring above the island, arriving relaxed and ready to go in less than half an hour. The ability to use travel time efficiently, whether catching up on emails or simply resting, adds a whole new layer of productivity and comfort. For tourists, this service is equally transformative. Jamaica's beaches, resorts, and lively cultural scenes attract millions annually. But exploring both Kingston's rich history and Montego Bay's luxurious coastlines often meant committing a full day to travel. Now visitors can experience both cities with ease. Touch down in Montego Bay, enjoy the beach, and hop on a quick flight to Kingston for its museums, music venues, and culinary adventures, all in the same trip. families and locals also benefit. From attending weddings and family reunions to catching important events, the convenience of quick flights will strengthen social connections across the island. It creates a ripple effect. More travel, more spending, more economic activity. Ultimately, domestic flights will enhance the flow of people, ideas, and opportunities, stitching together Jamaica's social and economic fabric tighter than ever before. Speaking of Montego Bay, it's no coincidence this city was chosen as the partner destination for Kingston. Let's explore why Montego Bay plays such a crucial role, Montego Bay's rise, and why it matters. Montego Bay isn't just a popular tourist spot, it's a dynamic economic powerhouse for Jamaica. This city hosts the tallest buildings on the island, the largest shopping centers, and a thriving hotel industry filled with luxury resorts catering to visitors from around the globe. Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay is one of the busiest gateways in the Caribbean, handling millions of passengers every year. It's not only an entry point, but also a crucial hub for regional and international connections. By adding domestic flights to the mix, Montego Bay solidifies its role as a critical transit hub. The economic pulse of Montego Bay supports everything from tourism to trade, and better connectivity with Kingston boosts both ends. Think of it as knitting together the island's two largest economic zones, enabling smoother flow of goods, services, and talent. As these connections strengthen, the city's infrastructure and business environment are likely to see fresh investments, new job opportunities, and a boost to the island's overall economic growth. But what about Leyte itself? The story of this airline's comeback is almost as captivating as the service it now offers. The revival of Leyte's story begins in the 1950s when it was founded to link the many islands of the Eastern Caribbean. Over the decades, it became synonymous with regional air travel, connecting small islands and making inter-island commerce and tourism possible. Over time, LU updated its fleet, incorporating modern, efficient aircraft like the ATR 72-2600 designed for short-haul regional flights. These planes balanced comfort and performance, allowing Leyte to maintain a solid reputation among travelers. However, like many airlines, Leyte faced major financial difficulties, culminating in a shutdown of operations in 2024 during the challenging pandemic period. Instead of fading away, the airline was reborn as Leyte 2020, fueled by fresh investments from governments and private partners in Antigua, Barbuda, and Nigeria. This rebirth reflects a regional commitment to reviving air connectivity and economic collaboration. Today, Leyte 2020 operates a modern fleet that includes ATR and Embra regional jets, flying to at least 13 Caribbean destinations such as Trinidad, Guyana, and Barbados. The addition of Jamaica marks a major milestone in their expansion, signaling a renewed ambition to serve the region better. Looking forward, Leyte has ambitious plans to extend its reach internationally with routes proposed to Panama, Miami, London, Colombia. This vision not only shows a commitment to regional integration, but positions the airline as a bridge between the Caribbean and the wider world. So how will this new domestic flight service actually change every day? Life for Jamaicans and visitors? For many travelers in Jamaica, the difference between spending hours on the road versus just minutes in the air can be truly life-changing. The option to take a domestic flight means no longer having to wake up before dawn, endure lengthy waits, or face the uncertainties that come with unpredictable road conditions. This shift in travel convenience significantly enhances the overall experience. Jamaica's highways are known for their breathtaking scenery, but they also present numerous challenges. Drivers frequently encounter winding mountain roads, sudden changes in weather, and heavy congestion, all of which can make ground travel stressful and time-consuming. Domestic flights effectively bypass these obstacles, providing passengers with a much smoother and safer journey, free from the frustrations of traffic jams and difficult terrain. While the cost of a flight ticket is generally higher than traveling by road, many find the time saved to be invaluable. Business people with tight schedules, tourists eager to maximize their visit, and families traveling to special events all benefit greatly from this time. Efficiency. The convenience and speed often justify the additional expense. Safety is another important advantage. By reducing the number of long distance car trips, domestic flights can help lower the risk of traffic accidents and alleviate congestion on the roads, making travel safer and more comfortable for everyone. As more Jamaicans begin to embrace this faster mode of travel, it has the potential to change how people plan their trips, attend events, and conduct business. Ultimately, domestic flights will make traveling across the island not only more efficient, but also far more enjoyable for all. here's a crucial point that many people might not fully realize. The return of domestic flights in Jamaica is far more than just a convenience aimed at cutting down travel times or adding another airline service. It marks a transformative moment in Caribbean aviation and economic strategy, a bold and visionary move that seeks to strengthen regional integration and build resilience within the islands. Jamaica, much like its neighboring island nations in the Caribbean, faces distinct challenges rooted in its geography. Being an island separated by vast stretches of water means that despite physical proximity, these countries often experience a sense of isolation. This geographical separation has over the years posed significant barriers to trade, tourism, and overall economic development. Air travel, particularly regional flights, serves as a critical lifeline, bridging these gaps. It enables the swift movement of goods, facilitates family visits, and supports the smooth functioning of businesses that rely on efficient transportation. The arrival of late 2020 in Jamaican skies is not just about reintroducing flights. It is a powerful symbol of hope and renewed connectivity. By reviving domestic air travel, Jamaica is reclaiming an essential part of its infrastructure and sending a clear message to investors, governments, and the wider world. The island is ready to embrace faster, more reliable movement of people, ideas, and commerce. More significantly, this development has the potential to inspire other Caribbean nations to prioritize investment in domestic and regional air travel. Such efforts could weave together a network of short flights that connect cities not only within Jamaica, but also across the entire Caribbean archipelago, something that has been missing for decades. With late 2020's ambitious plans to expand internationally, linking Jamaica to major global hubs like Miami, London, and Lagos, the domestic flight service could evolve into a vital gateway for commerce, tourism, and cultural exchange. What begins as a straightforward 25-minute hop between Kingston and Montego Bay may well become the foundation of a much broader interconnected regional and international network. Jamaica's return to domestic air travel isn't just about convenience, it's a transformational leap. It changes how residents and visitors navigate the island, reduces travel time dramatically, and opens new doors for business, tourism, and family connections. At the same time, it strengthens Jamaica's role in the Caribbean's evolving aviation landscape, fueling regional integration and economic growth. This small flight path between two cities represents a powerful symbol of progress, resilience, and future potential. If you're as excited as we are about Jamaica's travel revolution, go ahead and smash that like button and make sure you subscribe for more in-depth stories about travel, transport, and economic shifts across the Caribbean and beyond. What would you do if you could cut your travel time from hours down to just 25 minutes? Would you explore more of Jamaica or use that time for work or relaxation? Drop your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We love hearing from you.